Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oda, you read my mind and not in the good, well, sort of. Fellow Devil Fruit users, Oda has a fucking grudge. He has a grudge against me. He said, fuck you, Logia Master. You're full of shit. And you want to know why? Because I've said, I don't remember where exactly I said, there's a good chance Rebecca won't win because it makes no sense for her to win this D block by doing nothing but dodge. We know for sure that her offensive capabilities aren't that impressive. Granted, Luffy is strong as shit. He should, if Luffy can take her down without any struggle at all, there's no way she's winning this tournament. Let alone, or there's no way she's winning the block, let alone the tournament. But Oda said, "Fuck you, Ted. I'll prove it to you that she can win without even fighting or beating one person." She won the block without attacking once. How fucking crazy is that? So apparently, this was all thanks to Cavendish. It wasn't hockey. Okay, we more or less figured that out because they weren't foaming at the mouth from the previous chapter. So we get Bastille in a panel with Bastille, the Vice Admiral, and he explains the legend of Hakuba, basically. And apparently in this kingdom called Ramal, or whatever, there was basically this wind that was killing people. And when we come to find out, once they had sent a Navy warship there, that it was actually a man by the name of Hakuba. And he ended up escaping, and we find out that that's Cavendish. And basically, it's like, oh, Cavendish and Hakuba's the alter ego. But no, what he said was very interesting. That Hakuba was the original personality. Really, it was just a killer. And then he invented this eloquent personality full of etiquette, Cavendish, which is fucking weird. Because I never cared for Cavendish. He didn't seem all that interesting. Oh, some prince pretty boy who has a sword, who has a grudge against Luffy. Who gives a fuck? Now he's got this fucking crazy-ass psycho killer split personality disorder. That's fucking cool. So, basically what happens is, he falls asleep mid-match. He falls on the ground, and 3 people notice and decide to take advantage of him. So, bam. and Bastille said that Cavendish is a skilled swordsman. Hakuba is even better. And you know that Cavendish is good because there's a bunch of people in there. So the very fact that this one guy fell down and 3 people capitalized on it tells you that he was kicking ass prior to falling asleep. They all jump at his ass, and he's asleep, and then his Hakuba reality just shows personality shows up, and he's just fucking owning everybody. You see Orlumbus with his fucking weird ass stretchy sword, and he's got cut, and he's like, what the fuck? And everybody is just getting obliterated. Now, I have one thing to say for the people who are like, Cavendish won the D block. Oh, it was him. It was bullshit. I can technically agree because he did all the work. But at the end of the day, Rebecca somewhat deserved it because she was dodging Cavendish and other people with her observation hockey. So the fact that she was able to sustain the least amount of injuries tells you that it wasn't entirely based on bullshit. Even Sabo in Luffy's clothing says himself, assuming it's Sabo, which we pretty much all figure it is, he says himself it wasn't luck that she was able to avoid those attacks. She has more skill than people are wanting to give her credit for. But I still agree it's bullshit that basically Cavendish was basically unintentionally like, oh, you want to win the D block, Rebecca? Okay. I'll KO everyone for you. Now it's just me and you. Oh, wait. I'll KO myself. Here you go. And it was like a big fuck you to me because I was like, she can't win. There's no way she's going to just dodge Cavendish and Cavendish can be like, oh, I'm going to fall out. No. I knew for a fact that he was not going to fall for that. She would at some point have to fight, but it didn't end up that way. Cavendish literally just KO'd him fucking self along with everybody else, which is technically awesome, but bullshit at the same time. I'm so conflicted. I don't know whether to praise Oda or fucking crucify him. I don't know. And Oda, again, just proves that he can just do the most unexpected shit. Nobody fucking predicted any of this. Nobody even predicted that it was Cavendish, because he was one of the ones who was KO'd. So, no one even predicted that he was responsible. That was fucking crazy. So, she wins the D block, and we see Burgess, and he's like, okay, the finale, or finally, whatever, something along the lines of that. I guess he was tired of waiting, because remember, he was in A block. He's been waiting the whole time for this to start. So I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to be a battle royale between the 4, or a one-on-one versus whatever, because that would be awesome if we got to see I don't know, maybe Rebecca versus Sabo or something like that, because I'm very interested to see that. So we're moving on with Doflamingo, and he's got King Riku tied up. And of course, they're talking shit to each other, understandably so. And Doflamingo's like, both you and Violet betrayed me. And it's like, well, what is this, some special anniversary or something or something like that? Because and it's like, no, I just decided to fuck with you just for the fuck of it. So we see Law, and he's passed out, beaten to death almost. And it's funny as fuck because he's sitting in the heart seat, which is what it is originally supposed to be. And people like everything One Piece was like, the heart seats for Trafalgar Law, and I couldn't help but think, well, we're kind of past that point. The train sort of left the station. No, even though he's betrayed Doflamingo, even though he's been beaten almost literally to death, he's still in the heart seat. So that's fucking hilarious. So we'll get more on that later. But we see some information with Frankie and Senior Pink. And Senior Pink has him in a fucking suplex. He took him and said, bam. And what's funny is that's actually a really easy move to do. All you gotta do is, of course, go up behind somebody, grab them by the waist, and pretty much just fall back. But you have to actually lift them with enough force so that way you don't just land on your back with in this case, hundreds of pounds of cyborg landing on your stomach. So that's impressive. But I don't believe Senior Pink is going to win. He's not owning Frankie or anything like that. We saw one panel where they were in a skirmish and Senior Pink was attacking him. That's it. That doesn't mean Frankie is getting owned, that he's losing. That doesn't mean shit. Okay? And I believe that he'll beat Senior Pink in the end because Senior Pink just seems like his rival. You know what I mean? He seems like he's the guy that Frankie's going to take out in this arc. That's going to be his arc villain, his arc enemy. That's just the way it feels to me. So I believe in the end Frankie will pull up some hack's new move that makes the shit he did at the end of Punk Hazard to Buffalo and Baby 5 look like fucking a sandbox fight. So we'll have to wait and see that. Now, Luffy, Zoro, and Kinemon are confirmed to be the three within the suits. And they're traveling, and one of of course, the Tantado dwarves are with them and reveal themselves. And they're on their way, I believe, to the Toy Factory or to Doflamingo, one or the other. And basically, Violet shows up and is like, hey, I can help you, etc., etc. So we'll get more information with Violet, thank God, and the two of them, Violet, along with Luffy, Zoro, and Kinemon will be able to hopefully kick some ass. So this is good. I'm actually kind of glad Luffy's out of the tournament just so that he can get more involved with Doflamingo personally because I want to see them fight. That's going to be fucking awesome. So this was a great chapter of One Piece. 4 out of 5, just like the other Naruto and Bleach. I honestly don't know which one was the best this week. It was almost worth the 3-week wait. Almost. So let me know what your thoughts are and predictions, etc., etc. All I gotta say is, if you notice I had my One Piece 734 prediction video, it didn't go anything like I predicted at all. Oda just knows how to fucking write unpredictably masterful fucking pieces of fucking art. Holy shit. I mean, I predicted Rebecca was going to win. I did. I just did not predict that she was literally going to win by not fighting anybody. She probably didn't even throw one single swing. She dodged and dodged and dodged, and then probably the strongest guy in that block, definitely the strongest guy in that block, literally KO'd everybody else. That's fucking crazy. And you can't take that away from Rebecca because if she was as weak as everyone makes her out to be, she would have gone down too. Her defensive evasion skills actually allowed her to win. Plus, of course, it's a crippling effect if you have an ability that causes you to fall asleep like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, Cavendish should have won. No, Cavendish won the D block. He did all the work. Okay, yeah, he did do all the work, but he did not deserve to be the winner because his crippling ability that caused him to fall asleep, and Rebecca got the better of him with her observation hockey skills. You cannot take that one away from Rebecca. Well, I guess you kind of can, but not entirely. Because if she was as weak as everyone made it out to be, she would have been gone too. End of story. So that's all for my review. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. I might do another prediction because it's like as far in the arc as we are now, like every chapter or two, there's just this dramatic fucking shift that makes every fucking prediction video fucking irrelevant now. Because then you gotta fucking make a new one. It's so fucking crazy. So like I said, let me know what you think. Subscribe if you enjoyed. I hope you guys have a nice week. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapters as much, if not more, as I did. And sayonara.